Nicely done. Okay, let's do some science here. Let's get our crew report first of all. No, I don't want to. Okay, crew report. Jeb, 20 sciences. Let's go ahead and transmit that data. Let's go ahead and observe the mystery goo. Here's where all this science is going to come in. Let's go ahead and transmit that data. Let's observe the mystery goo over here and transmit that data. Let's observe our science bay. Hopefully this will be all. I got 100. We only get 20% of that, but not a big deal. Let's observe the mystery goo. Transmit the data. Observe the mystery goo. Transmit the data. Materials bay. Transmit that data. Yeah, I'm using up my batteries because that's all we're gonna have the batteries for. Jeb can steer without any power. Let's go ahead and let's end it right there because I want to do an EVA, and let's do an EVA report right here. You've recorded your observations. Let's go ahead and can I transmit it from here? No, but I can store it. Can I take another one? I don't think I can. Yeah, see, space just above. If I try to keep it, if I try to store it now, it's going to throw away the other one. Yeah, see, it didn't let me do that. So, let's get off here. Woohoo! Look at that. It just jumps straight down. Jeb don't care. Let's take a surface sample. 120. Look at that. And then let's do an EVA report. Yes, we want to overwrite the existing one. 32. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and plant a flag. We're gonna name this. The dust is getting everywhere. We're gonna name this Lunar Landing 1. Jeb was here. Okay, now Jeb is going to we're in the moon's highlands. Now we're going to store these. We were able to store both of those, which is important. Now, but we can't store another moon rock experiment. Let's go ahead and keep this data, I guess. Nothing to store. Okay. Now let's zoom out a little bit. See where we are. If we're close-ish to something that's not the highlands, looks like we're not. Just going by look, we probably have to get to at least this crater, if not one of these. And we're kind of like right here. So, well, Jeb, you didn't get a very good spot as far as that's concerned, but not a big deal. We can always come back later. And I just remembered something. I wanted to say what this was. So, Jeb, you got to take your flag down. Jeb, I think you're drunk. I think you're drunk, Jeb. Let's go ahead and take the flag. Now, can you plant a new flag? No, because you got to go back in. Even though you took the flag down. Okay, let's go ahead and get on board. And you know what we're going to do? We are going to take one more reading of everything. We're going to keep these. Keep these. And then we're going to transmit everything. And that'll probably use up most of our electricity. We're just trying to use up as much power as we can. Now, one thing I don't know is if I leave this ship, if this will stop. So I'm just going to wait here. We don't need the alarm clock anymore. It's getting in the way. We're just uploading stuff. Getting tons of science. Okay. And yeah, we're almost out of data. So now we're going to do another EVA. Because now we can do more EVA reports. Let's do an EVA report here. Let's go ahead and keep it and store it. And then let go. Let's do another surface sample. Keep it. Do an EVA report. Keep it. And now let's plant a new flag. And we're gonna actually what we're gonna do is the reason I wanted a new flag. I'll show you here. Lunar landing 1 Highlands. That way I know where I've landed. That way if I want something from the Highlands, I can come back to this spot later or a spot around here. Jeb was here. Okay, Jeb. Let's go ahead and we're gonna get back in. And I think we're going to... We do have 161. Let's go ahead and transmit more data. Might as well get the most science we can, right? Watch our battery chug down. We had 160. Looks like, yeah, looks like we're going to run out of power. We are officially out of power. So, do one more EVA. Do another EVA report. Keep it and store it, assuming it lets us. Yeah. And then we're going to one more soil sample. Just jump right down. Oh, look at that. He lands right on his feet. Surface sample. Keep it. And EVA report. Keep it. And, okay, we're going home, Jeb. We are going home. Okay, yep, we got no power. Might as well bring this. Let's go ahead and just stop transmitting because we're never going to have power because this thing does not generate what you call it stuff. It does not generate electricity, so we're not going to be able to use it. I think we might be able to just get away with shooting straight up from the moon. But no, we're not going to do that. We are going to put our orbital thing on. We want to head towards our orbit, which is this way. Whoa. We're basically doing a gravity turn here. Bye-bye, landing spot. We're going to get our apoapsis up to about 10. And then we're going to cut the engines and we're going to do your standard get into orbit, I think. It doesn't have to be a high orbit. Okay, we are... Yeah, but see, we don't have any torque. I just thought of that. We only have torque when we're flying. So we gotta wait till we're close to our apoapsis and then burn again. So I'm speeding up time so that we get to probably about 15 seconds from apoapsis. And then I'm going to turn this on so we can get a little bit of torque. There we go. Now I'm watching my time to apoapsis up there, and I'm also watching my periapsis height. All I care about is getting a periapsis above 6 or 7. Preferably somewhere close to 10. I also don't want to chase my apoapsis away. So I'm cranking down my speed dramatically. Which is also killing my gimbaling. Now let's just wait until we're about 10 away here. 10 seconds, that is. We're getting a little low on fuel, but we've got the bulk of the work done here. Yeah, we gotta wait till we're about 2 or 3 seconds away. So let's crank it up to about there, and... Okay. That's good. We're at an orbit. Not a great orbit, but it's an orbit. Okay, let's plan our return home. Somewhere around here we're gonna burn, and this is how you get back from the moon. If you don't know, you burn until your periapsis, oops, is within the atmosphere of Kerbal. There's our periapsis. We want it to be around 30 to 35. Basically the same way as returning. If you remember, both the moon mission, Bill's moon mission where he just orbited, and also the rescue mission, 30 seems to do a pretty good job. So we're just going to do that. There we go. 29 works for me. Looks like we're going to be coming in on the dark side of the planet, but what can you do? It's a 31-second burn, and if you look on our vessel here, we have 25 seconds of fuel. Jeb, why don't you pay attention to these sort of things? Let's see if we can make that work for us here. Because if we do this, I think... Oh, wait a second. Let's see. This is what we're going to do here is we have, and I'm going to have to use some to correct. So I can only probably use about 23 seconds of burn. So that's the burn I have. And that's where I have to do it to get a periapsis. However, that periapsis is terrible. So let's go ahead and bring it up here. This is obviously going to be very tricky. This isn't going to be, what's the word, accurate at all. And I would actually rather, instead of doing 22 seconds, let's make it like 20 seconds. If we can. Looks like we'll be able to. Okay, if we start there, if we start 10 seconds before that, and burn in the right direction. Good thing we're not spinning out of control or anything. Jeb, are you up for this? You have a 5-second margin in the amount of fuel you have. He's like, I'm ready. You know what? I never took another reading. But you know what? These are worth more. Let's go ahead and take a reading here. Keep this one and keep this one. Can we take a crew report? No, I don't want that. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep that. Let's go ahead and do an EVA. Nothing to store. Okay. EVA report. Go ahead and keep that. Store it. And get on board. Okay, we are... I don't know how far... We lost our maneuver node because we left. Oh, I hate that. And I didn't store it either. Sometimes I hate this game. Okay, let's add our new maneuver. We've got 20 seconds of burn to play with. So let's go ahead and do this. Get it up to 20 seconds. Get our periapsis here. And then bring it down to about there. So that should get us out. And we're going to add an alarm. It's a 20-second burn, so we're going to add it for one... Yeah, we're going to add it for 30 seconds before. Okay, and I'm going to do something that's cheating. What I'm doing here is I am waiting to get close to my maneuver node here. And then I'm going to go into time warp. And time warp kills rotation. Oops. Time warp kills the rotation of your ship. So it's basically cheating to get the correct rotation. Because I'm on such a tight fuel budget, I just have to. So there we go. And let's go ahead and see if we can take another. I can't seem to get. This is his. Yeah, there's his thing. I apparently. Oh, I'm in time warp, so I can't take any experiments. That's pretty funny. Okay, well, let's just cruise around the planet. Screw it. We've gotten enough science. Oh, we're on the dock side. On the dock side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh, there's Kerbal. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Eventually. There's the sun. Means we've got to be getting close. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, we got 20 seconds before we get to this node. Or 10 seconds before we get to this node. Probably closer to 11 or so. I need to start burning. And I need to then watch my actual periapsis, because I'm not going to have too much... I'm not going to have too much control here over what happens. So let's go ahead and burn this. Let's get ourselves aimed correctly. Let's kill our maneuver node. Okay, I'm going to kill this for a second. I'm going to turn that up. Now I'm just going to crank this up until we get close. Say under 100. Whoa, that was too much. And we have no energy to turn ourselves around. So guess what? Jeb, you're coming in hot. I don't know what's going to happen. Jeb doesn't seem to care. He's excited. Okay. Are we over a crater? I think we are. No, we're not. We are going to be over this crater, though. So it might behoove us to try to get some science from over that crater. There we go. So let's go ahead and crank this up. Get ourselves up to there. Close that alarm. We're nowhere. Oh, it's a minute before. That's what it is. Okay, we're going to crank up time here. Get ourselves actually over this crater. We don't actually care about this maneuver node. Let's go ahead and take a crew report. Let's see what we're over. Crew report. Yeah, let's go ahead and overwrite it. Yeah, we're just near the moon, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and keep the data. Okay, Jeb. Time to go home. We've got a maneuver node before the thing, so let's just watch the moon go by. We'll be back. We'll set up a permanent base on you eventually, Moon. You are a harsh mistress. And we're slowing down, and we're going to jump back to looking at the Earth. Close our alarm here. Okay, Earth. Kerbal. We're going to crank up time. So we can enjoy watching Kerbal come on. There we go. But we need to slow down a lot. It looks like, sadly, we're going to be coming in on the dark side. And also, we are going to be coming in... Actually, let's leave our landing gear down. It'll be funny. Although, you know what? Actually, let's turn off Time Warp. I want to actually raise my landing gear, because I just realized that it might help me not crash into the surface. So we're going to bring that in. I don't know if bringing it in is going to help. We are now in night. So let's crank up time here. We should probably also bring this up. Looks like we're going to be landing on Cairo. Let's go ahead and put our ship in the center of the screen again. Yeah, we're coming down. Now we're going to come down just... I don't even know what direction that is now. We are 500,000 kilometers away. We're coming in hot. We're also coming in straight down, but there's literally nothing I can do about it because we have no control over our ship whatsoever. The only way to get control is to speed up, which I'm not really willing to do. We're already going 3,000 meters per second, and we have yet to hit atmosphere. Whoa, let's crank down time. Okay, we're about to hit atmosphere. And ideally, yeah, we're going to land out in the boonies somewhere. But it looks like we might actually land in Sunrise, which works for me. Okay, we are officially in the atmosphere. Jeb, how you feeling about that? You are probably... Yeah, you should not be excited, Jeb. You should be freaking out. I'm going to crank up physics warp here until we get down to about... There we go. Okay, oh, we're burning up. We're burning, we're burning. I'm going to use a little bit of the last of my fuel. Oh, and I did it wrong. There we go. We have used up all of our fuel, and it didn't help. We are a dart. We are a lawn dart. Yeah, we're gonna... I'm concerned. Let's just say that. I am concerned for Jeb's safety here as we come down through the cloud deck. Jeb is not concerned for his own safety, which doesn't really say that much. But, yeah, you know what? I think we'll be okay. I kind of wish I had kept the fuel, though, because I'm gonna send out the parachute when we get down to about, let's say, 200 meters per second, or 5,000 meters total, whichever comes first. Looks like they're going to come out about the same time. Okay, and the problem is this is going to whip me around. Okay, yeah, we'll be fine. See, here's where the engines would have been nice. Actually, I should just turn the SAS off. I don't know why RCS is on. This might rip the entire bottom off my ship, though. Because we are going to... This thing's going to open, and bad things are going to happen. Oh, nice. Okay, now let's bring the landing gear down. Nice. Jeb's like, what? You thought there was going to be a problem? As a matter of fact, Jeb, yes. Yes, I did think there was going to be a problem. Let's go ahead and take a crew report. No, we can't take a crew report. Well, we're coming down kind of fast, but what I'm hoping is that the landing gear will take the entire hit, and if not, it'll take the brunt of the hit, and the engine will also take some hit. And we're good. Pinpoint frickin' landing. Nicely done, Jeb. Let's go to an EVA. Let's take a report here. This is a most precarious situation. Let's go ahead and save it, because this is the last thing we can save in the pod. And let's go ahead and let go. Oh! Lot harder than the moon, huh? Let's go ahead and take a surface sample. Highlands. Everything seems to be the Highlands on this trip. Let's go ahead and keep that data. Do an EVA report. Go ahead and keep that data, even though it's not worth anything. And we're done. We're going to recover you. For a tiny, tiny bit of science. But there you go. And look, we already have 585. I wish I had paid attention to what we had. I think we had 199. I think we had 199, so we're at 585. That is 386 we've gotten so far. And we have yet to recover our craft. So 385 plus whatever we get for... oh, that's the flag, right? Yeah. This is the ship. Oh, Cathane. You're always in the way. Let's recover. Why couldn't I... There we go. Let's recover. Are you sure you want to recover? Of course I am. 254. Nicely done. Good job, Jeb. Successful mission. Well, sometimes they work. I'm glad we got back with... I was worried that we weren't going to get back with the fuel we had. But we figured it out. So good job, Jeb. Next mission, we are going to Minmus. We're going to Minmus. But we are not going to land there. We're not going to land people there. We're going to send a probe to Minmus. And here's what this probe's going to have. Actually, you know what? Screw that. We're going to send a probe to Moon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a probe with probably 5 little probe cores that have little landers on them. And I'm going to try to land one in each of the 5 big craters. I think the Moon has 5 big craters. To tell you what, I'm just gonna buy this because it's obvious that I'm gonna buy this. It would be dumb not to. So I'm just gonna buy. It says it requires these 2 things, but let's see if it only requires 1. Yep, it only required 1. So sweet. So we bought that. And Cathane stuff is starting to get available. That's another thing I want to be able to scan for Cathane eventually. I have yet to find the Cathane scanner. Oh, there's a Cathane scanner. Sweet. Okay, so. after I land these things on Moon, I'm gonna send up a Kethane scanner. So we're gonna actually start the industry part of this game, which is cool. Let's go to the tracking station. I wanna see something here. Why does Kerbal look like that? I don't know. Okay, Moon, come here. There you go. Yeah, there's this crater here. There's this crater here. That's 2. Oh, I know what it is. The Kethane grid is on. Okay, there's this crater. That's 3. Here's 4. And I think there's one over here. Yeah, there's 5. There are 5 really big craters. And I think like some of these ones even have stuff on them. But what I want to do is I want to get a ship in orbit around Moon with 5 little probes on it. 5 little landers. And I want to land each lander in one of the biggest craters possible. And we've got this one. So actually it's more than 5. There's 5 just right here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then who knows what else we got. But 5 is a reasonable number because it's a if you take a central tower. I'm doing this with my hand, so I know everybody at home can see. If you take a central tower and then you build struts around 4 ways around it, that gives you 5 tops of those towers that you can put little probes on. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a crazy looking craft. So we'll find out though how that works next time. But yeah, I'm Fifth Horseman. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I enjoyed playing it, that's for sure. And I will, as usual, talk at you later.